Was nobody gonna tell me that Rust console is actually pretty good? What? Because to be honest with you, I probably spent a little too much time playing this game. Probably more than I should have. But let me explain. Yeah, that's right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard me correctly. Rust console isn't that bad. Honestly, I never gave it a shot until recently, because I'm a PC player. I play PC Rust and a lot of other PC games. Console really wasn't in my catalog ever since the 360. So you might be wondering, why am I even making this video? Well, honestly, it's to give Rust console some love. I'm not going to talk about the pros only, we're going to get into the cons, but I'm realizing that this game gets a lot of hate, at least from the PC side of things, because all my friends that love Rust on the computer or that just play on the computer in general absolutely despise this version of the game, saying they won't even touch it with a 10-foot stick, which honestly I think just isn't fair, because they haven't played this. I felt the same way until I played it, and look at me now. And I know you might be thinking to yourself, Cloud, are you even certified to be making these kind of videos talking about the one and only Rust console? Well, if this Hello Kitty NASCAR racing t-shirt isn't enough proof, then I really don't know what is. And I probably did wear this in my last video, even though it's been a while, but I like the shirt, alright? I'm only just now realizing that I wore this last time. So let's not talk about it. Let's just get into the video. I love you guys. Let's go. When I was first getting into Rust console, it was one of those games where I had little to no expectations at all. Honestly, I thought this game was going to be really bad, but to my surprise, upon loading into a server, which was pretty fast by the way considering some of the PC servers, the graphics looked pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think they look bad at all. I don't know if the video here is doing it any justice, but in my opinion, I like the way it looks. It doesn't look bad at all. To be honest with you, I expected this game to kind of look like Play-Doh. I did not expect it to look this good. And with it looking so good, I honestly thought that there would be more drawbacks. For example, I expected the servers to be so laggy. I expected a lot of stuttering, a lot of bugs, and just a lot of wonkiness. Because I know from firsthand on the PC version of Rust that the game can look absolutely beautiful, but half the time you're lagging or you're stuttering or something's going wrong. And let me clarify that I have a pretty good high-end custom PC. So I expected all those problems to be, well, on the console version of Rust as well. Now, I'm not saying that there's no bugs on the console version of Rust, because there's definitely some bugs, and I will get into that. But with my expectations being so low, this game kind of blew me out of the water. And there's a lot that I like about this game more than I like about the PC version of Rust. And I know that sounds crazy. It sounds, I'm speaking some kind of crazy language here, fellas, but just imagine with me, okay? Close your eyes and let me whisper my sweet symphony into your ear, all right? Use your imagination. Imagine you wanted to play Rust like it was in 2019, back in 2020, because I started playing in 2017, and this version of Rust has me a little nostalgic. There's a certain kind of simplicity to it because it's missing all of these crazy features that the PC version has that gives this game a good charm to it. And I understand for a lot of players, they might want all those crazy wonky features that are on the PC. And let's be honest here, they're probably going to end up getting ported over to the console version sometime soon. But if you played Rust a long time ago before they started adding all this crazy stuff to it, you can remember a time where it almost felt like Rust was a survival game and not so much of a PvP game. And after playing Rust for so long and racking up thousands upon thousands of hours into this game, I eventually did get burnt out. I'm going to be honest with you, a lot of people did as well. I've seen so many huge YouTubers that I used to watch and that I looked up to just kind of quit making Rust content or quit making content altogether. Shout out Faceless, man. I miss you. It's been a very long time. But the point that I'm trying to make with all of this is Rust console had me coming back for more. I haven't had this feeling in so long. I absolutely love Rust. Even if I'm burnt out, I'm probably going to continue playing it, but the console version had me recapturing a feeling that I haven't felt in a very long time. And something that I really love about this version of the game, and it's not something big, but it's the fact that they have an auto sort button even on vanilla servers is absolutely huge, at least to me. As somebody who hates organizing, I absolutely love this option. And I know for a lot of modded servers on the PC version, they have this option already, but this option is fundamentally built into the game already. It's not like a server to server kind of thing. And don't even get me started on the skins in this game, because the skins themselves look pretty freaking cool. cool. Like, look at this. You're telling me that doesn't look cool to you? I even found a metal face mask that looks like a wizard hat and a beard with it. Like, I know they have some of that stuff on the PC version, but sometimes I'm just blown away by these skins. Okay, speaking of skins, I think we should talk about the cons a little bit because this is a perfect transition. One of the things that I really dislike about this game is the shop. I know I said the skins look nice, and they do look nice, but the shop on this game is absolutely terrible. And what I mean by that is the shop on Rust console uses the same shop sort of as the one on PC, but this one is like double the FOMO because there is no Steam marketplace. So if you want a skin, you just have to hope that it comes into the shop. And unlike any other FOMO market shop that you've seen in other games, whether that be Fortnite or Rocket League or whatever you might be thinking of, this shop doesn't rotate every 24 hours. No, it doesn't rotate every 48 hours. It doesn't rotate every week. It takes 2 weeks for skins to rotate in and out of this shop. And if you're wondering why I think that's such a big deal, think about it like this. An official wipe on Rust is about 3 weeks long, so you get one shop rotation per wipe. And I don't know about you, but I don't like running around with just default looking stuff. I like to have skins when I play Rust. That's just how I play. But oh my days, does it suck to have to wait 2 weeks between each shop rotation. There's no other way to get skins in this game. And the prices of the skins themselves aren't absolutely terrible. They definitely are a little bit more pricey compared to the PC version of things, but that in itself isn't terrible. Speaking about prices though, if you want to get the next gen version of this game, you gotta cough up 60 USD. That's 60 United States of America freedom dollars. Compare that to the PC version where it's only $40, and you're getting a lot more in the PC version. Now that's up to you guys if you guys would like to spend that extra money, but to me, I don't understand why it costs so much more compared to the PC counterpart. Now, if the PC counterpart was $60 and this was $60, I wouldn't be complaining because it is worth $60. But why is one of them cheaper than the other? I don't know. But now let's talk about the biggest issue I have with this Rust console edition. Because all these other problems that I was just talking about, that's really just take it or leave it. But the biggest thing that grinds my gears are the bugs in this game. Because oh my goodness, are there some bugs that are just so frustrating. Now, usually Facepunch is pretty good about getting bugs fixed. But there's one bug that I've been running into since I started playing Rust console that has been happening before I even downloaded the game for the very first time. And it's the fact that voice chat just doesn't work on the next gen version of the game. What? Could you imagine if voice chat didn't work on the Rust PC version? Facepunch would have that fixed within the week. But this issue has been going on for months, and it seems like the Rust devs just don't care. They haven't addressed it, they haven't talked about it, and they definitely haven't fixed it. To me, this is completely unacceptable because in my opinion, one of the core foundations of Rust is being able to talk to the people around you, like talking to your neighbors, or if you want to make a shop, being able to talk to your customers, or talking to people at Outpost, or just talking to nakeds on the beach. The community around Rust is one of my favorite parts about this game, especially considering I've been playing for so long. The PvP just isn't that fun to me. And it's one thing to be a little frustrated about voice chat not working because of a bug, but it's another thing to be mad that the devs are just blatantly ignoring that this problem even exists in the first place. Almost like they don't want voice chat to be in this version of the game. And you might be thinking to yourself that you can probably just type in server chat to talk to people. Well, no, you can't, because this game doesn't have a server chat. Well, sorta. They have a server chat, but you can only type preset words like I need wood or let's be friendly that you can pick on a little wheel in the game. But it's weird that you just can't type in the server chat. Plenty of other games have this, like Ark, but the Rust devs were like, no, we're just not gonna have that. So the only way to really talk to people in this game is either pass a note like a little 5th grader, or you have to invite these people into your party. And I don't know about you, but I like talking to people on Rust, but I don't want them in my party, man. I don't want to be that associated with them. It's just super frustrating and overall annoying. And while at the end of the day, this game is pretty fun, sometimes I find myself thinking that this version of Rust is just so lonely. Because let's face it, even if voice chat was working, there's so many people that are in parties on console that they probably wouldn't be able to hear you anyways. And I don't think that that necessarily is a problem because of Rust, but I think that's just an outdated system that these consoles use. because unlike Discord on the computer, you can't hear people if you're in a chat. And while yeah, that is frustrating with the voice chat not working and them not fixing it, it's not like they're not fixing bugs at all, because they are patching bugs and they are adding content to this game. And I am happy for that, but it's almost like somebody shoots you with a shotgun to the chest, but then they give you a band-aid for the cut that's on your leg instead of fixing the main issue. I don't know, you guys tell me what you think about it. Okay, alright, had to get that out of my system, but I'm feeling better. But with all that being said, would I recommend that you get Rust Console Edition? Honestly, yeah, I would recommend this game. And I know I was just pooing on it a little bit, but what game doesn't have its problems? And I hope they do fix the problems in this game. I hope they listen to the community, because this game is fun to play. Like I said before, I find myself wanting to play this version of the game more and more. And that's coming from somebody who has a good enough computer to play Rust as it is. So if you have the funds or the opportunity to be able to cop this game, I would honestly get it. This is one of those games where you could spend thousands upon thousands of hours even on the console version, and that really says a lot. It's a good bang for your buck. But ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have for you today. So if you enjoyed the video, maybe leave a like, maybe subscribe. If not, I get it. It's okay. I understand. I'm trying to get better at this YouTube stuff. But either way, I love you guys. You guys have a great day, and hopefully I see you guys again next time. And like always, I'ma send it off with a little mwah.